Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to another live AM language lesson with me, Richie. I hope you're all doing well. It is Thursday afternoon and it's now it's time to improve your spelling. So that's what we are going to be looking at today. Spelling in English can be quite difficult. So partly because of the pronunciation. So today we're going to have a little look at the spelling in relation to the pronunciation of words. And if there's time, we might have a little look at pronunciation in relation to grammar, but mainly the link between words. Okay, the pronunciation of words. So Roberto, good afternoon. Buon pomeriggio. Hope you're doing well. Irina F, Privyet, and Maria Rojas. How lovely to see you back on the channel. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Buenos dias. So those of you who are in Malta, let me know if you are going to be in Malta over the Christmas period. If you're going back to your country, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and that you have a safe journey back home as well. Now, over the Christmas period, I will still give online lessons. They won't be every day. I'll probably give about 3 a week. So you'll see the timetable for that either tomorrow or that will be shown on Monday. But over the next 2 weeks, instead of 1 every day, it will be 3 a week. Evelina says good afternoon and buon pomeriggio. Evelina, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Maria says yes, I'm leaving. Yes, I am living in Malta. Okay, so you're not going home just yet. Okay. Roberta says, yes, I'm going to stay here in Malta during Christmas as well. Okay, so a good number of you might very well be here over Christmas. Christmas in Malta. What I would say is, guys, if you definitely try and find opportunity to enjoy the outdoors during Christmas. Malta is a small place, but there's lots of places to go to enjoy the outdoors. And yesterday, for instance, yesterday was a really sunny day. I think it was yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember. But one of the days this week, I remember it being really sunny. And if you do have something called a wetsuit, the type of suit you can wear when you go swimming and it's a little bit cold, then I do recommend it. The sea this time of year is okay. It's a bit cold, but it's really clean and it can be a good experience. Okay, before we start, I would like to try and help you guys out with any spellings that you yourself might find difficult. So if there are any words that you sometimes struggle with, let me know in the live chat and we can have a good look at them. Okay. Now, the thing about English is, but that's a bit strange. Okay. The thing about English is that we don't write the way we speak, and it can be a little bit annoying. It's not a phonetic language in the sense that it's not a syllable time language. It's a stress time language. There's lots of potential words that can just be a little bit difficult sometimes, and it's usually to do with the vowels as well. So they can be a little bit difficult. If you guys can't think of if you can't think of anything, not to worry. I will show you. I'll take you through some examples, and we can see how you guys get on. We will look at the relationship, as like I said, between pronunciation and spelling. The way you pronounce a word is going to affect the way you think the spelling of the word is. Now, I know that in Spanish and in Italian, your language, you tend to write the way you speak. So the sound and the spelling are very close together. I don't know what it's like in Russian, Irina F. You'll have to let me know about that one. But in English, it's very common to come across words that you look at them and you think, I have no idea. Why are they spelt like that? Roberto says, I always have problems with shoe sound. Shoe. Is that shoe as in the shoe on your foot? Am I right in thinking that? Or shoey? Shoey. Sound shoey. O-E-E, ooey, ooey. Okay, let me know what the second, for example, in a second, for example. Oh, okay. La 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 la. Right, I know what you're talking about there. One moment. Let me show you exactly what the problem is. Okay, here we go. The special vowel. Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about. It is a special vowel sound, and it's really annoying. Okay, your teachers might have told you this before, but if you don't know, I will now show you what I mean. Is the sound. Okay, what we're looking at here is the schwa sound, okay? You've got this sound in English. The syllable is, as I've written over here in the live chat, it's kind of like, imagine the letter E upside down. And that is the sound. And the thing about the sound is it is never, ever stressed, okay? It's always weak. So when you come across this sound, you never stress it. So I'm giving you an example. And it also helps you, it helps you with your pronunciation. It doesn't always help you with the spelling because the sound can take any vowel sound, any vowel. So, and I'll give you an example. Okay, so when we look at this, second, okay, we can then see, okay, second. Okay, so we can see that the stress is on the sec. But the doesn't tell us the spelling. We need to try and remember what the spelling is. To give you an example, when we write this one here, okay, we find that it's America. And the sound, this schwa, is now takes on the sound of the sound in America. So in America is not pronounced as it's now And this is why this is such a difficult and annoying bit of language. As we go through, I'll tell you a few more examples. Actually, there's another one that I can show you now. Can I think of one? Here we go. Okay, just to give you an example here. So we've got frequently, frequently, and then we've got this one. Okay, which means to go to a place, such as a bar. Okay, so you've got these two. First, you've got frequently, frequently. So here the schwa is instead of takes on in the second bit where you have quintly. So Quent. All of a sudden, this is frequently. It's it all of a sudden, it's really weak. However, if you use the verb to frequent, all of a sudden, the schwa moves from the second syllable to the first syllable. So this is a very annoying one because it can attach itself to any vowel sound. So this is what we're up against. And I think this will pop up a lot in English. This is definitely something that's easier to explain with a board by a long way. It is something that does require a board. So I'm trying to do my best as I can, as my best. But the live chat is limited. So let's look at a word over here. This will probably further my point, but let's just see how you guys do. So the first word I would like you guys to spell for me is the word calendar. 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 How do you think the word calendar is pronounced? Calendar. Calendar. Okay. Calendar. So I'm now saying it slowly. Calendar. Let's see how you guys spell it, and then I'll show you the pronunciation of the word as well. This is can be a tricky word to spell. When I say tricky, by the way, tricky is a little difficult, actually. That's what I mean. So it's a bit tricky. So the word is calendar. Calendar. Okay, so you all have a calendar on your phone, tells you the dates. How do we spell it? Let's see. Now, don't worry, by the way, guys, if you get the spelling wrong. If you get the spelling wrong, it will tell me why you might be getting it wrong. So Roberto says calendar is CALENDAR. Well, if you agree with Roberto that that is the correct spelling of calendar, let me know in the comments below. Okay, do you agree with the answer? Let's see. Do you agree with Roberto? Is that the correct spelling of calendar? Arena F says that she agrees, and you guys are correct. Now, I just want to point out that the pronunciation of this word is definitely different to the way it is spelled. So if we look at the way it is spelled and then the way it is pronounced, we've got the first bit, which is straightforward, cal. But you then have this middle bit. Now, when it comes to pronunciation, the pronunciation is in, except the spelling is en. And at the end here, we've got this d sound, which is the schwa, but it's actually spelled D-A-R. So this is why it can be a little bit difficult. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And this one, a lot of people find this one quite difficult. Let's see what you guys come up with here, okay? The word is foreign. 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 They are foreign. She is foreign. He is foreign. So what do we think about this word, foreign? Foreign. Without question, one of the most, in terms of the spelling, it's a very strange spelling. Roberto says it's F-O-R-E-I-G-N. Well, if you agree with Roberto, okay, Arena F agrees as well. Okay, right. So you guys seem to be in agreement. I don't know if you guys are really finding these ones difficult at the moment. Well, I can tell you that you are all correct. So well done. The strange thing about this is that there's a rule in English, and it's a rule that can confuse a lot of people. because there's a rule that says I before E except after C, such as receipt, for example. But there are loads and loads of exceptions to this, such as foreign, for example. This is clearly not, this doesn't follow the rule, but this is a rule that you might be taught. The same as wait as well. This is not a C. So we do come across a lot of rules in English in spelling that simply cannot be consistent. There are always exceptions. Okay, let's go with the next word because I think you guys did that really well. Let's go with, this one could be a little bit of a tricky one. Again, it's a word that I think you all know, but it's just the way we pronounce the word and the spelling. So the word is amateur. 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 I'll be interested to see what you guys write for this one. It's a really annoying word. The pronunciation of the word really doesn't match the spelling. The spelling is really different to the word. Let's see what you guys write. Amateur. So he is an amateur football player. She is an amateur tennis player. We are amateurs, for example. So let's see what you guys say. Amateur. 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 I mean, when I do think about this specific spelling, it's very, very strange. Ah, Wilma Coronado, welcome to today's lesson. Wilma, are you the same Wilma, by the way, that did your IELTS exam last year? That was part of our IELTS course. Let me know if you're the same Wilma, in which case, hello again and welcome to the channel. If you are a different Wilma, apologies. But still, welcome to the lesson. Thank you for joining. If it is your first time, make sure you subscribe. So let me know if you were on, if you're the Wilma. Yes. Okay, excellent. Wilma, well, lovely to see you join the lesson today. Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you've been able to do what you wanted to do since you did the IELTS exam. Roberto's and Wilma have both spelt the word amateur in the same way. Let's see if you guys are correct. And I will also have a little look, because the pronunciation, there's a few different ways we can pronounce this, but I'll just show you in terms of the pronunciation. Because again, the schwa makes a difference. So the correct spelling is as so. Amateur. And this is the pronunciation. Now, amateur. Okay. Now, what is so strange about this word in terms of the spelling? Okay, you've got the am, which is easy. And then you've got this, you've got two schwas in this. You've got 3 syllables, and 2 of them are schwas. One takes on the form of the A, and one takes on the form of E. It's a really annoying sound. And you end up with the sound amateur, amateur, amateur. Now, some people might want to try and play around with that pronunciation, but I don't know. I wouldn't encourage it too much. Okay, guys, well done. You are doing well. Let's go with the next one. Yeah, I think this one is definitely tricky. I can understand why some people might find this one a little bit difficult. Okay, the word that we're going to go with is conscience. I'll say that again. Conscience. Conscience. So this is obviously the term conscience, as in someone's conscience when thinking about moral behavior. Okay, your conscience tells you that this was good, or your conscience tells you this was bad, and that's what that's the word I am talking about here. Conscience. He has a good conscience. She has a good conscience. They have. She has a bad conscience. He has a bad conscience. Maria says, okay, so Maria has given us spelling, and Roberto says that he agrees with Maria. I'm guessing this word might be similar to the word to both Spanish and Italian. It has a Latin origin. Is the word spelt similar in your language? Is it a very similar spelling? Let me know if the spelling is similar. Okay, guys. Well, I can tell you that the correct spelling is as follows. And the pronunciation, why might this be a little bit difficult when it comes to trying to pronounce the word? Well, you've got this again. You've got two syllables, conscience, conscience. You've got this schwa again, conscience, conscience. So we're stressing the con bit. Roberto says that in Italian it's consapevole. Okay, consapevole, consapevole. See, I think I might be saying that right, just if I say it phonetically. Consapevole. Consapevole. Let me know if I'm saying it right. I'm just saying it as it's written. So maybe I'm close to the correct pronunciation. Consapevole. Consapevole. Okay, good. Yes, or also consiglio. Okay, consiglio is easier for me to say. Right, so yeah, guys, you are correct there. Let's move on to the next word. So far, you guys are doing really, really well. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, can you guys spell the word definitely? Definitely. In fact, I'm going to give you the choice of the spelling. I'm going to give you the choice of the spelling, okay? So don't type in the correct answer. Let me know what you think is the correct spelling. Ah, come on. So which one is the correct spelling of the word definitely? Maria has come in with the spelling of definitely, and that looks like the same spelling as A. Wilmer says in Spanish it's conciencia. So really, really similar. Really similar. So all of you are saying A for definitely, and you guys would be correct. The other one is B is a different word, which is defiant, defiantly. The difference there is that in B, you've got this schwa sound again. The first syllable is really weak, d, and then you've got fi, defiantly. Okay, good. Well done, guys. Good. I'm really pleased with the way things are going in terms of getting these right. What if I went for something even harder? Okay, I think I'll go with this one actually, because I know this is a word that you guys will definitely come across. So you will definitely see it. And the word is guarantee. Guarantee. So we guarantee health insurance. We guarantee your success. We guarantee this loan. Guarantee, okay, is another word for the word promise, but it's a formal promise. You would see it written down in like a legal document, but the word is guarantee. How do we spell guarantee? Wilma says Guarantee. Okay, let's see if you guys agree with Wilma. Guarantee. I mean, even the schwa comes up again, and that's where the potential confusion might happen. Warrant. Roberta says. Oh, right, I see. So Roberto has spelt it as Warrantly. Maria has spelt it Gurantee. So that's the same as Wilma, and Irina F also has the same spelling as well. What I can tell you is, in terms of the actual spelling, which I'll just put over here in the live chat comments, and then we'll just look at the pronunciation. Yes, guys, you've got this guarantee. It's strange. You've got this G and then the U, but the pronunciation is ga. And then you've got guarantee. Now, in English, this can be a little bit confusing because there's another rule, which is when you have one consonant in between two vowels, the vowel makes a long sound. So with that rule, you might think it's pronounced guaranteed, for example, guarantee. But of course, that would be wrong. So there are lots of rules in English that you might learn, and then you will quickly discover that the rule is not 100% when it comes to spelling. But you guys have done well there. Okay, I think I'm going to have to try and I think I need to try and make things a little bit more difficult. Okay, let's go with this word. We're going to go with the word jewelry. Jewelry. The thief stole my jewelry. The robber stole her jewelry. So what do you guys think about the spelling of jewelry? Jewelry. Now, I should say that I will accept the American spelling and I will accept the UK spelling because there's a slight difference in the spelling here. But I'm happy to accept both. And I'll tell you what the difference in the spelling is in a moment. But Wilma has, okay, Wilma, Irina F, you both have the same correct well, yeah, it's the correct answer. I'll show you what the differences between American and UK English with this one. Okay. Okay, so most of you got it right. It is a difficult spelling, and it's definitely difficult even with the pronunciation, with the l, jewelry. So, just to show you what I mean, UK spelling is like this, and then US spelling is like this. There's always we have to be careful of these differences, but the pronunciation is the same. That doesn't change. Let me just get the pronunciation there. There we go. So in American English, you will find that the spelling only has one L. In UK English, we give them two L's. Don't ask me why. Actually, I think I do know why. In America, in the 1920s, journalists were charged money for every letter. So in order to save money, they started to remove letters from the English spelling. And that is how American English spelling developed slightly differently. So you will find that in a lot of American English words, well, in a lot of spellings in terms of American English, there are less letters for the same word. So it's not uncommon, and this is one example. In terms of the pronunciation, you've got this j sound, okay? And that is the same as Japan, for example, or jam. And then you've got this sound, jewelry, jewelry. It's like you have to really almost force yourself to say the word. Jewelry. So it's a difficult one to pronounce. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, I don't know how difficult this one is. I know it can cause some confusion. The next word is library. Library. Now, the reason why this can be a little bit difficult is because there's a silent letter in here that we don't pronounce. Library. 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 Like when you see the spelling, you will probably think to yourself, it sounds like there's an extra. Is there an extra word? Is there an extra letter there? Is there an extra sound? Library. Library. How many syllables are you hearing? Okay, good, excellent. Well done, guys. Yeah, that's the correct spelling. I have no problem with that. You guys are doing really well. Let me just get up the correct pronunciation. I don't like some of the suggestions here. I like UK English just because of where I am from. Library, well done, guys. Good, excellent. Okay, so no problems there. I wonder if I can find something harder. You guys are doing exceptionally well, and sometimes it can be a bit difficult. I think what I'm going to go with this time is... Okay, let's go with the word misspell. Misspell. Okay, so misspell. That's the word, misspell. How do we write it? And you could always adapt that to misspelled as well. How do you write it? Misspell or misspelt. Okay. Roberto, Wilma, very similar answers there. I can see what you're doing as well, what you're going for. You've gone for the suffix MIS. Arena F with a slightly different answer. Okay, so all of you have given me just a slight difference there in the answer. The correct spelling, I'll just get it up over here. I'll show you the pronunciation of it as well. Misspell, misspell. So it's still a double S, but it's a bit of a strange one in the sense that if you put one S, yes, the suffix MIS is just going to be that, miss. But as you can hear, misspelled, misspelled. What we are doing is we are combining or adding the two S's next to each other and turning them into a really big S. So, oh, what happened there? Oh, all right. I didn't know that's what it does. Okay, a strange emoji. S plus S equals a big S. Now, let's see if that works. Okay, that's better. So you get two small S's next to each other, and that in the pronunciation way goes misspelled. Okay, good. Well done, guys. You're doing really... Ah, here we go. I know which one I'm going to give you now because this one is terrible. Let's see. Surely some people will find this one difficult. And if not, then you guys are very good at spelling. The word is neighbor. 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 It was an Australian program, actually, back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. The show was called Neighbors, with a really catchy song. Was that it went like neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends. Yeah, it was a very popular television show in the UK and in Australia. Okay, so you guys have neighbor, 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 neighbor. I see with spelling. Well, I'll tell you what's gone on here. It looks like all of you have got, first and foremost, the correct spelling. However, there is a difference in spelling. So what's the difference over here? We've got the same pronunciation. Again, this is just a difference between UK and US English. So if you're going to write it with the UK version, this is going to be O-U-R. When it comes to American spelling, it's B-O-R. Once again, you can see that there's a difference in the number of letters. The pronunciation remains the same. Neighbor, so only 2 syllables, and the last syllable is this schwa sound again. Neighbor, neighbor. Now, just to help you out a little bit here, this is constantly the same. So in the sense of, if we look at the word flavor, and when you look at between American English and UK English, okay, you've got this strange thing whereby they always drop the U. It's the same thing with color. So we will, in the UK, we write color with O-U-R, and in the US, they drop the U and just write color. So this is common. I would always encourage you, pick the style you want to write and then try and develop your English according to that style. It makes things a lot easier. Okay, I think for this one, I'm going to go with, difficult one. I don't know. Maybe you guys have done so well today that maybe you might not find this next word difficult. It's definitely a word that you will use in your own language, and you will need it in English as well. The word is, and it's something very popular, questionnaire. 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 So you've got question, and then you've got air, and then somehow we put these two different words together, but we get the spelling, and it's pronounced questionnaire. So when in business, if you want to know what your target market likes, you would send them out a questionnaire. At school, we give you 2 questionnaires, 1 questionnaire a week and an end of stay questionnaire. Roberto says, has given me the spelling. So has Wilma. So has Rena F, Evelina, and Maria. So most of you agree on the spelling. There's some, but not completely. Okay, so we've got 1 or 2 slight differences. You could still read all of them. I mean, all of them I would read as questionnaire, but the spelling is as follows. So the spelling of questionnaire, very strange, but I'll help for those of you who aren't too sure how to remember it, okay? Question. Okay, that is questionnaire. You've got question plus air, but you've got question plus N plus air plus E for some reason. And that comes out to be questionnaire, okay? The pronunciation is very, very strange because you've got this question. You have to really jump into a lot of very difficult consonant sounds for a moment, and you come out with questionnaire. But once again, there is a schwa in the second syllable, but in the first syllable, it's an air. And that's why it's question. That's why it's questionnaire, questionnaire, questionnaire. So the stress is at the beginning. We're okay for time. Let's see if you guys can go with the last one. Okay, for this one, I'm going to change things up a little bit. This is going to be a contraction. Now, when I say a contraction word, I mean there's two words put together. So did not would become didn't, and that is a contraction. Okay, two words put together. The question is, can you tell me the correct contraction or the correct word? So effectively, what I'm asking you is, in some cases, it will be one word, or is there a contraction form? Again, if I mean one word, it would be like did. If it's two words together, then it would be didn't, for example. Let's see how you guys get on. So first word, and think of the word in the sentence. I'm going to show you three words that I'm thinking about. So these are the words you need to think about. Which one do I use? Which one do I say, actually? Which one do I say? The late. The late. The late. They're late. They're late. They are late for the film. They're late. Which one do you think I'm using? Which there am I using? Roberto says delight. No, it won't be delight. It won't be delight. How would you get delight? What did I say before? Maybe it's something to do with my explanation. I'm not sure. Oh, right. All of you are hearing delight. Okay, right. They're late. Oh, I see. Okay, okay, so what we are confusing here, now that makes sense. You're confusing there, as in they are, to delight. Interesting. Okay, well, that tells me about the confusion in the spelling, in the sound. So the first one is a confusion between the and the. Okay, so when we go the, okay, as in the, it's a TH sound, it's not a D. It's really interesting that all of you heard a very different word. They're late. So what I was saying is, by the way, guys, they're late or they're late. This was the sentence I was saying. They're late. I can see now why you might think delight, or it's starting off with duh. And this is a confusion between the TH sound and duh. So the difference is there. They're late. They're late. There's a vibration there. There's they're late. They're late. Okay, this is a voiced th. Okay, the, and then you're saying there, 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 they're late, they're late, they're late. So what we have there is that when you have there, you've got a contracted form, so it's not one word. But that's interesting, guys. So all of you have struggled with this one. So some feedback for you guys. Be aware that there is a confusion between the sound of TH, as in there or there, and the sound of DE, as in delight. Okay, so this is very interesting. So I think that's the best bit of feedback I can give you on that one. There's clearly a confusion between the DE sound and the TH sound. So, and all of you have shown that there's a confusion, but that means you guys know where you can try and develop and practice. Listen out for there. Okay. It gives me an idea maybe for next week, in terms of maybe specific sounds that people get confused with. But this is really helpful, because it tells me what you guys struggle with. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for joining the lesson today. Irina F., thank you very much for your participation, as always. Wilma, thank you very much for joining the lesson today. It's always nice to see old students. Evelina, you too, thank you for joining, and well done. I know that you're an elementary student and you did really well today. Roberto, as always, thank you very much for your input. Some really good, it shows that your spelling is pretty good. Maria, lovely to see you back on the channel as well. Thank you for your contribution today. I really hope that it was helpful and that you are also enjoying your lessons. Evelina, I've mentioned. Irina F., thank you very much for your contribution as well today. Always nice to see you here. And always for your fantastic input. Irina F. says, have a nice afternoon. And thank you. You're welcome. You too, Evelina. Have a great evening. Roberto, you too. Maria, you too. Have a lovely afternoon. And Wilma, thank you as well. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and to find out more about lessons for 2021, make sure you click on the link below that can take you to the website, which I'm now going to upload to the video. So thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for Music English Christmas songs at 3 o'clock. Bye now. Bye for now.